And good evening to everyone. It is now uh, June the 26th, and time for another few words from the pastor. If I look a little dazed or confused, it's only because I've been trying to string together a few of these and publish them on the correct date. In case when I'm away, I might not have an opportunity to get these to you. So, not that there's such an overwhelming need for them, but at the same time, something I'm used to doing, and hopefully it'll be good for someone. Anyone. Uh, I was thinking the other day after my retreat from a week or so ago that being kind to someone, and kindness is a part of our spirituality, our Salesian spirituality, reason, religion, and kindness. It's from St. Francis de Sales, who advocated kindness at all times, in every situation, in every circumstance. He said, being kind to someone who's taken advantage of you, who's hurt you, who's offended you, you know, it can help you to free yourself from being resentful or bitter. And it can also change your heart, but also change the heart of the one who has offended you. There's a story I read in a book called Everyone Needs to Forgive Somebody. And it's by Alan Hunt. And there's a story that says it was well known. I had never heard of it, but it's the first time, so I share that story with you. And the story goes, there's a well-known story. A Chinese Christian owned a rice paddy, and it was right next to a rice paddy owned by a communist. Okay, sounds like a soap opera. We could make something out of this, right? And every night, the Christian would hook up he had a little bicycle pump type thing, like riding a bike and pumping water into his field, connected to a nearby canal with a hose, and he would pump water into his field every night. And lo and behold, every night the communist, seeing what was going on, would come and loosen boards from the Christian's field and let the water drain into his rice paddy. So he got water without having to work for it. Now, the Christian got a little upset, but when this happened day after day after day after day, he finally got to a point where he was losing his patience and losing himself, and he finally prayed to the Lord, got to help me, He says, I'm tired of this communist selfishness. He said, if this keeps up, I'm going to lose my rice. I'm going to lose my field, maybe even. I have a family to take care of. What can I do? And lo and behold, the Lord answered him. The next morning, the Christian got up in the pre-dawn hours, went to the communist field, and with a little bicycle pump water into his field, the communist field. And then he went and did the same for his field. He did this day after day, and after a couple of weeks, both fields really looked good and really started to look healthy and well, and they were doing well. And what was even better was that the communist became a Christian. Kindness overcame selfishness. Good conquered evil. And that's the story I want to leave with us today. That's the story I want to pass on to us for this message today. That being kind to someone doesn't take much, although that was a lot of work on behalf of this Christian, I grant you, and it wasn't easy. But kindness, it's not difficult. A smile, a good word, reaching out and a little affirmation, refusing to give hurt for hurt, because we've moved on from an eye from an eye, a tooth from a tooth. We've moved on from that mentality. We've moved on from that morality. And we've gotten to something higher. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Do good. It's easy to do good to those who do good to you. It's easy to love those who love you. But what about those who hurt you, those who offend you? It's confusing because your mind is trying to make a concerted effort to forgive, but it's in conflict with your feelings. But this is where we have to break through and take the step to forgive with our heart as well as with our head. And so doing, Build the kingdom one person at a time. Will everybody all of a sudden transform because of our kindness? No. But it's what our faith calls us to do. It's who our faith calls us to be. You know? Kindness at all times, in every circumstance, in every situation. May we decide to do just that, to be the person that we are called to be by Christ himself, modeling ourselves on his life as he hung on the cross, praying for those who put him there. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Asking the Father to withhold his arm of justice and instead extend his hand of mercy. May we be that person. May we follow the imitation of Jesus. May we become the people that transforms our life first. And as our life is transformed, lo and behold, we'll see the people around us and our relationships transforming themselves. Mary, help of Christians, pray for us. Mary, help of Christians, pray for you. God bless you all. Have a great week.